All right. Welcome back, everybody. I am Aesop Grem. Welcome to my channel. We're going to get started on day 2 of Shadow of the Erdtree. You saw there I'm level 189. Now, I had intended to come back up again after my WoW raid last night. But by the time everything got done and I got things done off screen like real world that I needed to do, it seemed like it was pretty late. So I decided not to. And instead I played with my alternative save file using the method that I did a video on earlier this week, how to create a alternative save file. And I loaded up my faith strength build and I found some stuff that I missed on this character. So we're going to go do that right now. But before I do, let me alt tab and I'm going to close out any unnecessary web pages just to save on resources. I just want to make sure everything is streaming well on the various platforms. I like to keep Rumble up for my video monitor, but that's the only one that I want up. I do have chats up for everything, so if you say something, as long as I notice it over on my second screen, then I will respond. I'll see it and I'll respond. Okay, Restream, of course, is good to go. Otherwise, we wouldn't see it on the other platforms. YouTube looks good. Twitch, also looking good. Kick, looks good. Okay, excellent. All right, well, let's mount up. And we're going to head back in this direction to that set of ruins over there. That's our first stop. We'll do some more exploration today and see what we can uncover in the Shadowlands, or the Land of Shadow, I suppose is how it's pronounced. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. TGIF to all of you. We'll probably fight that bird. Thankful for the iframes. Oh. Those things can be a load to handle sometimes. They have really, I've learned that they have outstanding reach. Okay. So I did miss a few items here yesterday. Also, I have made the determination that I probably want to swap that Great Rune out. I think it's most likely that I'm going to use a rune arc during a boss fight. I suppose I can use one here just to try it out. And so getting health back on kill isn't going to really help in those circumstances. But these things do last until you die, and I do get substantial health back. So I don't know, you know, when it comes to exploration, it does help save me on flasks that I can then use on a boss fight, so maybe it's 6 or a half dozen of the other. Yeah, maybe I'll stick with it. Maybe I'll stick with it and just kind of give it a shot, see how it goes. 73 rune arcs is a lot. Okay, I think, let's go over here first. And just make sure I looted everything possible on this side, and then I believe I need to actually go over to the other side in order to start moving up. Mimic tier continues to follow. I have found out that these broken runes are worth 500 runes each. Ooh, that reminds me. I don't know. I think it was from my preparation from the prep guide that I made this week, where I got it in my head that I needed a lot of runes. Like, I think in my mind I was thinking I need runes, a lot of them, in order to pay for the upgrades for new weapons. But really, we should use those right now for leveling. Alright, I just applied my Erdtree blessing. I think I can get 3 levels out of this. I did it on my other character last night, and he had the same amount of runes because it's really based off the same save file, just with a different spec. I really think I want more mind. 4 levels. That's good. That's very good. Okay, so we're going to take a look at this side now. And there should be some ways to kind of begin to scale this entire structure. Whoa. Take that, evildoers. Thought I heard something. Okay, so we get on Torrent. Shadow Realm Rune Class 2. Okay, and with Reichard's rune active, I made all my health back. Yeah, I could see the use in that when it comes to exploration. And here we go. This door opens up. Blade of Mercy. I don't actually remember what it does. I remember it being interesting. Raises attack power after each critical hit. So it's a talisman then, right? A thin, bloodstained dagger, no longer fit for use, raises attack power after each critical hit. Hornsent employed this to honorably end the suffering of a compatriot. After claiming numerous lives, the dagger is now broken but has acquired a spectral aura. So if we move over here to talismans, actually under equipment, I guess. No, I would have to go to... Oh, there it is. I don't know why I don't see it. Oh, all the others are in my chest. But here it is. We have it on hand. So that would be nice for like a Misericord crit build. You could couple it with the talisman that returns health and faith points on crit strike. Or maybe it's crit kill. Okay, so you can see there's another piece of candy over there using Fightin' Cowboys terms. I like that. And I think now I have gotten everything. I'm going to take this marker off because now what we're going to do is we're going to go to this spot right here. And that's going to require us to follow this road. Pretty sure I have picked this area clean unless I'm staring at a piece of candy over there, which I believe I am. Oh, don't go that far. Darn it. Okay, what about dropping down? No. That should be a yes right there. Okay. Okay, got that. I don't think I got that on my other character. So we should be good. Got everything here. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, yeah, been here. Okay, let us depart this place. Oh, am I two-handing? No, just whenever I mount it, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. Gotta hold the reins. Oh, you know what? Before we go, I want to clean out these gravestones up here next to this cliff face. Make sure that I get all the mats there. I'm not sure how important those are going to be. So what we'll actually do is do like a drive-by scout and see if there's anything for us to pick up. Right now, it looks like that's a no. I just crossed over some materials. There we go. Okay, just stay on the move. Follow this cliff face. Notice there's some gravestones here. I tried to scale up those. I couldn't really find a way. And then I came over here. Oh, I'm glad I came here. because I have just now remembered this. Revered Spirit Ash Blessing. Okay. And then I came over, again, this was on my other character last night, and I peeked over the edge here, and one thing I noticed is there's a cave. I don't have the best vantage point. It looks like it goes down. Goes deep underground. I haven't explored that yet. But right outside that area, there's this village here, and there's some stuff to get there. Specifically, that knight that's patrolling down there, I don't know if you can see him. He's got a shield and a gigantic hammer. And for my other character last night, I'll refer to him as my faith character, okay? For my faith character, I was able to get that, that giant hammer that he's holding. So we're going to try and replicate that. Look at the lighting here. You got the god rays coming down. Pretty game. And it filters through the trees. Man. Now, as we come down this road, you will notice these are Mesmer's soldiers. And we can start to pick up their gear to complete that set. It seems to be a light armor gear set, so I won't be using it on these characters, but might be nice for other builds. So how long have these guys been languishing here? I mean, I'm under the impression that this war has been over for a really long time, perhaps centuries. But maybe I've got kind of the timeline wrong. Wait a minute. This way. I got turned around. There is within this music one note from a high, it's like a high-pitched note from some sort of instrument that produces a bit of a bell sound. And I keep checking my phone to see if I received a text. Because that's what it sounds like. It's kind of faint and in the background. I've got headphones on, so it's like at the perfect volume that you would hear something that's been muffled by headphones. Alright, now I cleaned this guy's clock last night with my faith strength build. We'll see how this guy does. Wow. I would say I did it about as well. It went much better with my faith build last night, but that's because I was more aggressive. And once I went aggressive and just started swinging on the dude, he didn't have an answer. So I think I did it. I think the builds are comparable in their performance. It seems that way to me. Erdtree fragment, excellent. We want lots of those. And I could have called my summon, and I just didn't need to. Okay. This guy right here has a horn, and he was able to use it on my last character. We are, I noticed, picking up an awful lot of smithing stones. So I spent a fortune and had to use a rune spec to go load up on mats. And I'm kind of wondering, maybe I didn't need to do that, you know? They seem to be throwing smithing stones at us pretty heavily. And tell you the truth, if I was a developer, I think I would have done that also. Anticipated that my player, after playing the entire first DLC game, is probably low on materials. So let's make sure you get some of those for all the new stuff we're going to throw at you. It's a good design decision, in my opinion. I want to see what this is. Okay, tops of gravestones. I thought so. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, I think I looted everything. Let's double back around and check the waterfall. Remember, I was telling you from up on top of the cliff, it looked like you could go further down underground, possibly. And I have not looked at that yet, so I don't know the answer. I was pretty careful not to advance beyond where I had been with this character, so my intention is for the live stream of this quality character to be as close to a blind playthrough as possible. So on my faith build, where I'm trying to decide which character I'm going to main, I want to be very careful not to advance past the point that I've taken this one. Ah. So it wasn't lava or a campfire, it was a dude holding a torch. Friend or foe? Foe. Oh, hello. You know, they're all frozen. It's like it makes me think of Cinderella, or excuse me, Sleeping Beauty, where the castle is placed under a spell. And that would explain maybe why they've been able to be here for such a long amount of time. It's like an enchantment. Blessing of America, what is that? Completely restores hit points and heals all ailments. Wow. A special physic blessed by Marika, the queen of the Erdtree, completely restores hit points and heals all ailments. Marika once created several of these physics for Mesmer's sake, but never again. Okay, so then we should be able to equip that. And I think I would probably replace this, because I have my bow. No? Oh, there it is. Eventually I'll need to recycle, like, I'll need to reorganize. I guess I should do it now. No, my bad. It went right where I wanted it to. So I have all my potions right here. Alright, cool. Looks like that's as far as we can go. I don't think I've missed anything. Well, alrighty then. Let's fast travel now. Now, I still don't know how to get up here. I kind of want to go check this area out here. See if there's a way up. Yeah, let's do that, guys. Before proceeding on to check this area, or to go through the tunnel here. Maybe eventually we'll be able to get down there. Actually. I don't think I want to risk that. That does not look like a cliff edge. It looks like jittery rock ledges sticking out. We continue. My intention is to stream throughout the day. I'm not one of those people that seems to be able to stream for like 9 or 10 hours at a time. In my experience, 3 hours is about the tops for me, and then I'm ready to take a break. But I'll bring another stream up a little while later. So I just completely go by feel. I'll tell you guys whenever I'm ready to end stream, and then I'll give you a guesstimate on when I'll be back. Everyone burned to cinders, burned away. I think I saw this already. Put to the torch by Mesmer and his lot. What did we do to deserve such a fate? We merely lived our lives. We lived in peace. All right. Well, that's the whole reason why there's a strategy out there called peace through superior firepower. The idea that if you live and let live and just strive for peace instead of war, then all your neighbors will surely take their weapons and bend them into plowshares is BS. That is not a part of the reality of humankind. The reality of humankind tends, unfortunately, to be more aligned with the weak devour, or the strong devour the weak. It's not always aggressive like that. Sometimes it's just because they are outgrowing you. If you go back to ancient times, like right after the fall of the Roman Empire, whenever food was kind of scarce, the tribes in Northern Europe that were able to stockpile food and as a result, grow their population faster, they grew and grew and grew, and eventually the land that they had wasn't enough for them. So then they started looking at their neighbors, and if their neighbors were weaker than them, then you had a war. And that makes sense, right? It's not right. It's not necessarily wrong. It just is. So I don't know what these people had going on before Mesmer arrived, but if there's this notion that they were completely at peace forever and all times... Uh-oh! That sounds horrible. I don't see my enemy. Kind of like some people believe that the Americas and all of its various Native American tribes were in this peaceful utopia where there was no war and everybody got along. Yeah. Take a deep dive into Native American history sometime. And come back and tell me your notion that that's how it went. I mean, we got mass graves out there for a reason. Things were brutal. Okay, I am seeing a lot out here that we are going to eventually be able to get to. There's a large structure out there. It looks almost like a boat. That's we're probably going to want to get to eventually. Did you defeat the night boss? Yeah, I did, Zemvuza. I did that at the end of yesterday's stream. So if you wanted to see it, then if you open up that stream and just go to the end, you should be able to skip around and find it pretty quickly. Again, thank you yesterday for that hot tip that game audio was silenced. That was, I don't know how long I would have gone not knowing that. Okay, so I came out here to see if there was a way up to here. So let me put a marker like right there. We have peered over the cliff's edge and seen all this stuff out here. There's not an obvious way down to it, so we'll have to go through some other zones, I assume. But let's check these cliffs and see if there's some sort of earth ramp or some parkour things that we can do. That's where we started. That's the cave we started in. Okay, there is not, because I remember checking this whenever I first came out yesterday. Uh-oh, two of them. Excellent. And again, having Rykard's ring activated, or rune, is helping keep me topped off. I don't have to use my resources. And I can save those for boss fights. So I am really digging how that's working out for me. So this is where that boss fight was that Zemvuza was talking about. Zemvuza wants to know, do you think the DLC is good so far? Yeah, man. I haven't experienced a whole lot of it yet. But I've really enjoyed it. Draws me in, bro. Like, look, all I've done is around this area. That's all I've looked at so far. And this was cool, going down here and finding this stuff down here. But even with just looking at that, I am so engrossed with the beauty of the environment and just the nature of exploring new content that time is flying by for me. I'll put it that way. You know, I'm playing for an hour. It feels like I'm playing for 15 minutes. So I don't think I can give you an exhaustive opinion right now because I've not seen much, but what I've seen so far has been completely enthralling. It's really captivated me. I like it a lot. Okay, so on that note, let's go ahead. I want to check this out right here, that area. We'll fast travel. I haven't been out this way yet. Oh, look at that. What have we here? Ash of War Savage Lion's Claw. Swords, axes, and hammers. Small armaments and thrusting swords accepted. Savage Lion's Claw, skill of the particularly brave, even among the Redmanes. Somersault forward, striking foes with armament. An additional strike may be performed with an additional input. Swords, axes, and hammers. Okay. Good to know. Now I have the Bloodhound's Fang on, so I cannot put an Ash of War on this weapon. Man, there's so much content in this game for me to check out that I haven't, like from the base game, that I haven't experimented with yet. A ton. I've only played through with one character, so I haven't made an intellect build yet. I haven't done sorceries or anything. There's a lot for me to experience still in New Game Plus and stuff like that. Oh, that looks like a bottomless pit right there. I don't think we'll ever go explore there. More loot just lying on the ground. So it's like this place is untouched. Nobody's been here since Mesmer took over, it feels like. You know how, like, way back in the day, the Indiana Jones movies were made off of the notion that you could adventure around and discover new things. You could go sneak into pyramids because they had been untouched. There were so many traps and stuff like that. And that's all gone now. That stuff's been picked over clean, everything. And it feels like this is like that world that hasn't been touched yet. There's loot lying on the ground for us to check out, you know? That was my cell phone, if you guys were able to hear that. Oh, we're on the outskirts of this town. Okay. Let's run up kind of to this area right here. We'll sort of scout this out. And then we're going to go through the tunnel wall here. Swampy area. No enemies? Oh. Are those alive? No, they're statues. Well, let's make sure. We'll charge through. Well, they didn't come alive. Oh! I hear one. Gravebird armor is what I just picked up. Oh, there's so many of them. Okay. Time to rumble. Things seem very dark right now, so if they're dark for you on YouTube, YouTube actually, I don't know if Rumble's like this or not, but YouTube tends to darken it even further. So I'm just letting you know that in game, it's pretty dark. Okay, we want to check that armor out. Weighs 6, 13 poise, so it's a lot less poise. We'll see what it looks like, though. I don't know if you can tell, there's a bare midriff. This is like a warrior, like a barbarian's armor, kinda. And it's made up of crow's feathers and metal. Okay, let's scout out this way, and then we'll make a right. Oh, hello. Ghost dogs. So that's one of the nice things about Bloodhound Fang. I don't know if you picked up on that, but this thing is so long. I hit this, but the wraparound struck the other one behind me and kept it from, I think it wasn't able to hit me. So I'm really glad that I picked the Bloodhound Fang. I was a little bit tentative about it because it's really played out, like everybody's done it, right? But I never played with it. And it's such a strong weapon that I wanted to see what all the hubbub was about. I was a dagger build / twin blade arcane bleed when this character was doing the main game. Little burned out village. There's the bridge. We're pretty much at the limits of where I want to explore. I don't even really want to go up into the village. We'll explore that section later. rest here so I can use that Erdtree and the spirit fragments that I found. Okay. All right, here we go. I haven't been into this. I haven't been on the other side of this yet. Here, let me mute Mike for a second. I want to get a drink. Okay. Also, this thing, I don't know if all curved swords are like this or not, but it's got a great moveset. And then follow up, that's really nice right there. I love that. I don't know if all curved swords are like that or not, but that just reminded me, I have, I think, the wrong talisman loaded up. I mean, it would work with this build, but the way that I'm playing it, it doesn't really... My playstyle in general, it doesn't really work. So I have, oh, hold on, let me unequip it first. I have... This one greatly boosts the attack power skills. That one I want. Enhances charged spells and skills. Well, it does couple really well because the follow-up attack off the skill here is charged. But I think I want to try... So I'm going to actually keep this on hand. Let's go ahead and rest. I want to try one of the successive attacks ones. Sort chest. And where's that at? Greatly raises attack power with successive attacks. This is best for twin blades and daggers, in my opinion. But the moveset and how I use a lot of light attacks. So, that might work out better for me. Whereas the other one really amplifies the use of my blood step. So, both are viable. But I want to experiment with this one first. Shoot. Before we go. I know I keep doing this, but I have almost 300,000 runes on me, and I want to know if I can level up. I don't think so. Oh, yes, I can. Well, there we go. 20 in mind. Okay, 20 in mind is pretty good. 25 is where I ultimately want to be, but I think 20 is good for a player that's really just using his weapon art when it comes to faith points. So that means that for the next several levels, I'll probably start pumping strength and dexterity. Oh, there was an echo. There was an echo because we're inside this cavernous structure. Let me see. Let's kill these guys and see if we can replicate that. Yeah, there was an echo when we were down there. Man, that's kind of neat. Maybe let's just roll past these guys. Have I... What's over there? Okay, this is the obvious thing, right? But I have a feeling that once we get into that, we have a whole lot of things to uncover. So before going there, let's explore this pathway. How do we get to it? Whoa. Oh, up this way. I hear somebody crying. Well, I don't hear it anymore. I came over here to help. Maybe it was the spirits themselves. I mean, these people died horribly, so... I thought I heard something. Darn it. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I really felt good there. Because I felt like my instincts for what was coming up on me on my 6 were like outstanding. I was rolling away. I'm like, that dude's probably coming at me. And I'd roll away from him, and while at the same time I'm actually closing distance with my target ahead of me and then getting them. It felt really good. It felt really good. So we're up on that plateau that I was wondering about, looking at this section. So we're going to check this stuff out first and come down here and check all that out. And this is going to be last. As a matter of fact, I don't even want to hit this until I've crossed this bridge and covered this stuff. And this little village right here, this burned out village that we ran into. Then I want to come and hit this stuff. And then I want to go over here. I think that's the general plan. Hopefully I can keep that straight in my head, because it's probably going to take multiple episodes. Oh. Take out the little guys first, I think. Ah. I should have just killed this guy for the extra health from Reichard's. Take that, man. 2 shots to stance break them. Okay, this sword's kind of phenomenal. I got a quality build so I can check everything out, and I'm telling you, I think it might be hard to replace this sword. We're gonna do it anyway, though. I'm gonna force myself to, just to check new stuff out. That sword that I picked up from the boss, I can't use it right now because it puts me, it overloads me. Maybe before going strength dex, I will push up my encumbrance weight. Have I been over there? Is that where I came from? I think so. Yeah, there's the grace site. Here's another one of them dudes. Oh, there seems to be no shortage of these giant guys. There's something... Oh, never mind. I thought I saw something flying in the air there. Ow. How far down? Well, not very. I don't see any candy to loot down there, though. But there are ruins over here. Maybe let's go check it out. Let's go over here first. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What was this? Oh, that was just rata fruit. Okay. Get off the mount. Good night, son. You got outmaneuvered like a boxer. Okay, that's the cliff trail that I took over. Cemetery. Okay, we got Spirit Gravestone. Oh, is there another guy out here, or that was just... Oh, there is. Okay. I don't know what I just picked up. I really like this recently picked up tab that they have. Shadow Realm Rune. Mesmer Soldier Gauntlets, Fire Coil, Black Steel Great Hammer, Mesmer Soldier Helm. That looks kind of cool. Revered Spirit Ash Blessing, Shadow Realm Rune. Okay. Recent items. Okay. We should go check out the village then, which is right there-ish. And on our way to that point, we should check out these little ruins. Okay. Double back. I sure do like playing with a great shield. I missed that. My first playthrough was with Frowny Gaming's Last Sentinel build, is what it was called. And I was doing a blind playthrough and I messed the game up by burning the Erdtree too soon. So that's whenever I restarted and made this character. But just by telling you that that's the point that I had reached, that shows you how deep I'd gone into the game. So I was playing with that character for a long time and he used a great shield. Let's look inside this structure here. Nothing. So then I went to a dual dagger build with using a twin blade sometimes. And that was fun too, but it was very different. It was a very different play style. And it's just real nice to be back to a great shield with the counter option. Okay. I have a feeling I need to climb in altitude. How do I do that? That's right, over here. Look at all the blood on our cloak. Oh. Let's see what we can do without using a health potion. Look at the health recovery. Never used a flask. Blood Fiend's Arm. What would Blood Fiend's Arm do for us? Oh, it's a weapon. Colossal weapon. You could use this thing's arm as a weapon. That's phenomenal. It's the bone. An arm pulled from the corpse of one of their kin. Oh, weapon used by the Blood Fiends. An arm pulled from the corpse of one of their kin and wielded as a makeshift weapon. Having been sanctified by a blood ritual, this armament is capable of spraying blood stored within when executing a strong attack. Wow. So maybe you build up blood stored within with kills, and then when you use a strong attack, it sprays. Raw meat soaked with blood, a delicacy of the Blood Fiends. Temporarily boosts physical attack power and arcane. When blood loss occurs nearby, further boosts attack power. Wow, that's not bad. That's like a talisman. The blood is said to have fallen from the formless mother's wound. Never will it dry, never will it rot. Glows at night and blossoms mainly at the waterside. Probably used for medicinal purposes, it looks like. Okay. Come back to that in a second. Here we go. Sanguine Amaryllis. Maybe it's Amaryllis. Amaryllis. I'm going to go with Amaryllis. Outer God Heirloom. Isn't the Outer God the Lord of Chaos? Or is it a categorization? I think it might be a category. Raises Arcane. Man, my old build would be loving some of this stuff. A talisman engraved with the lore of an Outer God. Raises Arcane. The clan who lost everything in the Great Fires peered upon the corpse of their ancestor, normally an act of sanctity, and saw in its shadow a twisted deity. The clan had suffered such torment that the horrible thing was taken as an object of worship. Anything back here? Doesn't really look like it, besides that one crafting material. Okay, come on. Here, get my roll right. You can hear the rain, and it's like a drizzle. There's a lot of ambience in this game, guys. I don't know if you're able to hear the audio as well as I am with my headphones on and surround sound and stuff. Simulated surround sound. Actually, I just now activated my surround sound. I don't know if it made a difference for you or not. Aha! Candy. We have to go back. This way. Yeah, yo, Adolfo. I just now saw your message, man. Yeah, I think if I know who you're talking about, the guy that gives this great sword of solitude, I defeated him. It was a neat fight. That was in actually yesterday's stream. It's at the end of the video if you want to check it out. You should be able to just go to the end of the video and kind of scrub around a little bit and find it. It took me several tries. I had to get his timing down. TGIF, bro. I hope things are going well for you. I think I checked all that stuff down there out. And all this stuff. Let's go ahead and drop down. Yes, I covered this area, and we'll exit out through here just to make sure. Yeah, this is where I came in at. Okay. All right, so that's another thing checked off the exploration list of this zone. I want to go see what this is. Right here. Looks like it's probably just a body of water, but I want to make sure. Since I'm already up here. I think I should get there. Okay, there's some ruins. Normally there's candy in the ruins. And I see it. Revered spirit ashes. Sit down. Okay. Well, I think we have adequately covered this area. Maybe I should actually go out to here. How far of a drop have we got? Not bad. That's different. Passive? Yeah, it's just a gigantic sheep. Well, okay, we got the goats. They're aggressive. Just like from the base game. That upset them. Greater Potentate's Cookbook, page 5. I hear you, I don't see you. Oh, there you are. What do we have here? Looks like a church, a cathedral. Candy down there. How do I get down here safely? Maybe? I think so. I think yes. Oh, hello. Let's make this drop. Oh, that's not gonna work. Yeah, I kind of felt it as I was dropping down. It felt like it was too far. Well, I was at 75,000 runes, so that's not bad at all if we lose them. Oh, more stuff. Run away! Not bad. Not bad. So there must be a safer way down. This isn't going to be it, I don't think, unless we can... maybe I can drop from piece to piece. I don't know, man. That looks like it would be really hard to land. I don't know about that. The only thing I can think of is to actually jump to the structure itself. which seems like a weird way to go about it. If this thing was actually functional at one time, surely people would not use this method to make their way here. What are my other options? Let's go over there. Drop to here. Well, that's not gonna... Does it put me on the backside of the church? Or does it put me... No, I don't think so. This is like the starting area. Did I investigate these ruins yet? Is that a painting? Artist's shack. Land bridge with a arch. Incursion. Oh, and then it faded to like a nighttime version where it's on fire. That's interesting. What is that? Do I have a spyglass? Well, I know that I do, but I don't think I want to spend the time looking for it. Looks like a statue of something. Alright, where the heck is that church that I was trying to get to? Okay, it's right there. Okay, so this is the outcropping that I was thinking of whenever I was looking in this direction. Okay, so that level of ground right below me is where I want to get to. Oh, there's a ravine. A chasm. Whoa. This is too high. I can't make that drop. That's the beginning area. Well, darn it. More oh, that's the same piece of candy I saw before. I guess I'm gonna try and jump onto the structure itself. That seems awful sketchy. I don't expect to be able to pull it off, to be quite honest. Oh, wait a minute. Well, we can get a little bit lower. Oh no! Okay, somehow we made it. It hurt Torrent. Let's get the candy. Let's also maybe... feed him some Roa fruit. Oh, look, there's something down there. Oathseeker Knight Greaves. Oh, that sounds cool, man. Let's try it on to see what it looks like. We'll also... I'm in better lighting here. We'll take a look at that other piece I found also. So, it was this one. This is the Gravebird armor. Oh, especially if you've got the burns from the Chaos Lord, it's gonna look kind of cool. Kind of cool. Not really my style so much. That's why I say it's like barbarian. I don't dig the midriff thing, but some people might. It's a old school sort of barbarian / Viking sort of look, maybe. And here's the Oathseeker armor. It's got 19 poise, so not as good as what I'm currently wearing. But let's put the full set on. And then we'll look at the lore to see if there's anything to be found there. Okay, that's 42 poise. Oh, you're nice looking. That's not bad. That's pretty cool. It's unfortunate that it's a little low on the poise. You want to have at least 51. You really do. Okay, let's swap back. Nope, that one. Well, I could put the leggings on and it would put me at 51 poise, but the leggings I think are bronzed, so they shouldn't actually match. Yeah, I think I'd rather just stick with what I had. But let's, oh, I do need that 51 though. That's right, I was at 50. Good enough, man. I'm gonna go with them. Let's see if we can check out any lore. Oh, that's a fist weapon. That's a neat looking fist weapon. A weapon comprised of a linear, double-sided blade attached to a substantial guard. Wielded by the Oathseeker Knights, this versatile armament can be swung about like a fist or used in the manner of a straight sword. And it's got impaling thrust on it. Black with gold ornamentation, these knights set off on quests of discovery, hoping to find by themselves an oath of their own choosing to serve in perfect lifelong devotion. Let's make sure they all say that. Okay. This painter is said to have captured the landscape seen during the last moments of those welcomed into death's embrace. The soul of the painter and vestiges of the dead's last moments can be discovered by visiting the location depicted even now. What a strange concept. Imagine if it was like that in real life, that basically a painter had embedded in him the ability to paint his last moments. And so that's, rather than going to the Vatican and seeing the Mona Lisa, you saw a painting that rendered certain scenes as they unfolded. Like this one, remember, it turned to night and everything was on fire. You know, so there was an onslaught, an army attacked. That's pretty interesting. Okay. Black with gold. I'm black with silver, so it doesn't really match, but it does get me to 51 poise. And that's important. Here's America. Blessed Blue Dew Talisman. I just learned about this today. I actually stopped the video whenever I saw that I was learning stuff that was letting me know about things I didn't know about yet. I don't really want to call it a spoiler because they're not unfolding the story for you. But this restores your faith points slowly over time. So, not bad. As a matter of fact, that makes me think, well, I'm not at a site of grace. I should keep the Blessed Dew Talisman for the health and the Blessed Blue Dew Talisman for the faith points on hand, so that while I'm walking around from point to point, I can regenerate lost health like what I have right now. It's not a super huge thing at the moment because Rykard's Rune, as soon as you get into combat, what are you? And start killing stuff, you make all that health back. But it'd be something nice to have on hand. Oh. Those things dish out a lot of damage. Were you guarding anything? Oh, that's the natural way. So instead of jumping on the structure, you were supposed to come around here. Oh, Rykard's Rune is not active right now. That's why I'm having trouble. Okay. I don't want to spend the rune on it. How did I miss you? That sucker was throwing like optical illusions at me. He looked like he was in range, but he wasn't. And then I was paying the price. He basically was counterpunching me into the ground. Hey, Hellfire, does this still say Elder Scrolls? That's... I think that's YouTube doing something automated. That's not me. I advertised this thing as Elden Ring. So, I am sorry, but your complaint is with YouTube on that one. There's nowhere. I went back and double checked. I've never even played Elder Scrolls Online. I have no interest in it. All right. Let's go to here. And now we'll go check out that town. Or castle or whatever. It's probably should call it a castle. Erdtree fragment. I abandon here a part of the flesh of my body, so it says the same thing as the last one.
Hello there. Together, we Work together for Miquella the Kind. Many things we have found.
What do you have to sell? Rune arcs. I suppose I'd like to have those. Sealed Spirit Springs. I'll check that out too. Okay, what about selling? I don't think I really want to sell anything.
Goodbye.
You must be the Tarnished. I am Ansbach, formerly in service to Lord Moog.
Ah.
Now, like you, another soul guided by kindly Miquella. I'm hardly the steady hand I once was. My fighting days are far behind me, which is why I have chosen to dedicate myself to investigation, to discern tender Miquella's ultimate purpose. I'd rather not volunteer service to a new master unless I know that I can be of use.
Okay.
May I request a service of you? 6 crosses identical to this one have been discovered in these lands. They are akin to tender Miquella's footprints, or gravestones, which mark what he's left behind. If you discover any more crosses, be certain to tell me. I presume you, too, are keen to know just what kind Miquella is doing here.
Sure.
If you discover any more crosses, be certain to... I presume you just what kind...
Okay. Alrighty then. Well, this seems like a good point to take a break, my first break of the day. So I'm going to drop stream for now. What time is it? My time, it's coming up on 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm going to come back up at 1:30 p.m. my time. So 1 hour and a half to 2 p.m. Somewhere around that, an hour and a half to 2 hours, and then I'll be back up. All right, guys, thank you, everybody, for dropping by. Any comments that were made, any interactions, I hope you enjoyed watching this. And I'll see you later today for episode number 2, stream number 2 of the day. I guess it would be episode 3. And we'll continue on and check out what's behind these doors. You guys take care. TGIF, everybody.